So now I started implementing ABB's recommendation regarding the paper belt. So they want the paper to be integrated into the belt instead of just sliding over the new color paper on top of the belt. So what they suggested was to use the Velcro belt, and here is my implementation of the Velcro belt. So the idea of the Velcro belt is that we can attach pieces of paper, like in the right hand side picture, anytime we want. So if we want to show red, we take out the piece of paper and add another piece of paper. And this Velcro belt was able to fit 4 pieces of paper so that we can customize the belt in during presentation in real time. But when I tested it, I realized that this Velcro belt won't work because, as you see in the second picture, it makes it so that the sensor distance to the belt can't be standardized due to the bulge there, and this bulge is not avoidable. It cannot be fixed because of the nature of the Velcro belt, which you know of the nature of the paper belt, paper sheet. Sorry, because of the nature of paper sheet, which have 2 contact points to the belt, so that whenever the paper sheet goes into the high tension area, which is when it reached the roller here, the paper sheet, this side of the paper sheet would pull this side of the paper sheet, causing even more tension in the belt. And in the case of where the paper sheet reached the low tension area, which is when the paper sheet hasn't reached the roller side, it causes this bulge. Now people think that I can just put the paper sheet straight in this low tension area, force it to be straight by just pulling the paper and then putting it in the paper belt. But if we do it like this, when it reaches the high tension area, the tension will be too much for the belt to handle, and it will cause the belt to stop moving. So I talked with other teammates, see if they have anything in mind to solve this problem, because at this point I don't have anything. This thing is unavoidable. They said if I put all of the Velcro under the paper, so it makes it so that all of the paper is the have a contact to the belt, that it will solve it. But you know, in essence, it creates the same problem, because with all of the paper touching, it still has 2 contact points. You know, 2 contact points that matters. So even when the the paper is touching everything, when this side reach the high tension area, all parts of the paper will be pulled through with it, causing it causing the tension to be too much for the belt to keep working. So we scrapped this idea. Instead, we moved on with our original idea, which is to create multiple belts. So we created actually 4 belts. The last belt is the mixed color belts, because if you see here how we created the belts is basically just 3 papers stick together. So in the fourth belt, which is the mixed belt, we have 3 different colored papers stick together. And so with this paper, it's easier to make it more leveled, which allows the distance between the sensor and the paper to be the same for every frames. And that's all for the paper belt improvements.